Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thanks for watching. And as always, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and leave a like. Use that comment box at your own discretion down below. So I want to talk about trade-in values on musical instruments. More specifically, guitars in this video, but it kind of works for musical instruments in general. So, let's start with Guitar Center. Say you want to go to Guitar Center and trade in your nice, fancy, custom Warmoth guitar. Oh, it's so far away. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Nice, fancy, custom Warmoth guitar. I'm not even going to edit that out because I don't want to. So you go in there and you're thinking, I'm going to get, maybe I'll get a couple $100 for it, close to $1,000. And they're like, we'll give you $200 for it. And you're like, but dude, come on, the pickups and the guitar are worth $250 brand new. It's like, yeah, but like, it's a no-name guitar, so who the hell's gonna want to buy that, man? Nobody. And I was like, well, I bought it because I wanted it. It's like, well, you're one of the rarities, man. You know, we'll give you like, what do you want, like $250? $250? You gotta include like a case with it, man. Custom case. And I'm like, yeah, screw you, goodbye. It's like, all right, but how much could I get for trading value? He was like, what do you want to trade it for? I was like, could I trade it straight up for like a Gibson Les Paul Studio or traditional? If you got one that I like. He was like, nah, man, nah. We'd do like half that. You'd have to still have to pay us like $500 if you want that Les Paul Studio. And I was like, yeah, goodbye. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I don't care. So my point being is, you go to Guitar Center, you go to guitar stores in general, and they are going to try to rip you off like a mother effer. So your best bet is if you know a mom and pop shop, obviously they are only going to trade you because these places it's not their fault. They are in the business to make money. So obviously they are going to trade you, and it's going to always be on their side. So for instance, maybe I trade him this custom Warmoth guitar that's possibly worth $1,200, we'll say, and I get a Gibson Les Paul Studio that's used a little beat up, and maybe that's worth $500. So it's never going to be a fair trade typically. Your best bet for doing fair trades is Craigslist, Letgo, OfferUp, the Facebook Marketplace, and like a Want-Ad Digest type places. Things like that where it's person to person. You know the value of your gear, you know the value of their gear, and they know the value of your gear and their gear. And it goes to a fair trade. Sometimes you'll make out better if they want something in particular that you have. Other times you'll be down trading, and you won't care because sometimes you want that particular item. But it all comes down to know what your stuff is worth. Know what their stuff is worth. Look it up. Take the time. It takes 2 freaking seconds to figure out what that thing costs new. If you look it up on eBay, unless it's something obscure like this custom Warmoth guitar. So when it comes to custom, like say it's a name brand thing like a Gibson or like a Marshall amp or something like that, you can basically find that immediately online and know what it is. When it comes to something custom like a Warmoth, all parts, Mighty Mite, there's probably a couple other manufacturers out there that make custom guitars. I think 10S is a new one now. Your best bet is to go to the actual website, ask them to break down all the parts for you so that way you know what you're getting into. For instance, if you go to the Warmoth site, a body by itself like this, sometimes you can get a paint job or clear coat, but your average body is going to cost you anywhere from $300 to $500, maybe more if you're doing something fancy with it. If you're getting like special cuts, like they'll do like high access cuts and stuff like that, and that's going to push it closer to that $500, even into the $600 range. But let's say $300 to $400. We'll say $350. Necks are going to be more in the $300 to $400 range, but they can get very expensive depending on what you want to do, because I have seen an all rosewood neck custom that they make, And that thing is pushing $600 for a 100% rosewood neck because it's just a harder material to get. But we'll say the body's $350. We'll say the neck by itself is $300. Now there's $650 right there. That is not including pickups. That is not including the bridge. That is not including the electronics, the strap locks, string trees, etc. Now, the pickups in this particular guitar are Fishman Fluence Modern pickups, and a set of those is going to cost you $250. That's right, those are some expensive pickups. So you got $350 plus $300, there's $650, and now we're putting another $250 on top of that. So there's $900 right there. And that doesn't include the input jack, and this particular model has a USB charging station for the pickups. That's an additional $70 freaking dollars. So there's $970 right there. Now let's get onto the bridge. The bridge is a nice Schaller bridge. Guess how much that goes for new? $80. So $970 plus 80. What are we at? $1,050 right now? Yeah, we're at $1,050 right now. And then you got another $80 for the tuners. So there's $1,160 right there. And then you got stuff like the strap locks that are on it, the input jack, string trees, time and effort if you're paying somebody to kind of solder all of it together. But you're looking at the $1,200 to $1,300 range right there. So as I said, your best bet is figure out what you got. Break it down if it's custom. If it's not custom and it's well known, look it up, look up the components, and go from there. Also, something that you should know, if you have a cheap guitar, such as a Epiphone, we'll say an Epiphone Les Paul Standard, where it's more of a mid-range guitar, but it's on the cheaper side. You're looking $300 to $400 used. And you put in some sort of fancy pickups, we'll say Seymour Duncan Jazz and JB, because that's a common set. That's, I believe, is $150. It does not increase the value of the guitar. It is worth what someone is willing to pay for it. And typically, no matter how many upgrades you do to that guitar, it's still that guitar. It's kind of like a Honda Civic. If I put $400,000 in parts into a Honda Civic, it's still a $3,000 Honda Civic, and I'm not going to get more money for it. So you crazy people out there that are thinking I'm going to pay more than the market price for a guitar, just because you put fancy pickups in it, need to get that out of your head. Your best bet is pull the pickups out of it, put the originals back into it, and sell the pickups by themselves, because you will make more money that way. So that has gotten into kind of a rant, but it's actually, as I said, it goes down to know what you have, know what they have, make sure you know what the prices are. Don't go to Guitar Center. Don't go to any of these name brand stores, because they're just going to screw you over. So don't do it, my friend. Don't do it. Sell it yourself. My name is Steve Gray. Thanks for watching, and as always,